Hello guys, action is on. I played a couple of games this afternoon that are actually amazingly were played in the same theoretical line that I gave a lesson just a couple of days ago that is also uploaded here. So I'm going to upload this video as an extension of the lesson, although technically it's not. I play these games against a well-known figure on chess.com. His name is Yatsovna. I think his name is something Horowitz. Well, I could look it up. He's an international master from the United States and a very good blitz player. And he has a bit of a pet line against the Karakhan Panov, which is exactly what we had the lesson with Domenic the other day. And that is that against bishop c4 he always likes to play this knight f6 retreat, which I personally believe is not a good response because black is wasting far too much time, and consequently I think that he should be punished for it. But as I will show you, the case is not that clear at all. Knight c6, sorry, castles, rook e1, knight c6 is basically how the games go. And the reason, by the way, why it's not really that great to drop the knight back to f6 is because the general principle is that if you are playing against an isolated pawn, that isolated pawn needs to be blockaded. This is a general principle that was taught to us by Nimzovich a good 100 years ago, and we should actually obey that rule. The reason why he dropped back is because he wanted to avoid the symmetrical pawn structure. But right now I'm actually not threatening to take that knight, so it's not necessary. Once again, I'm not saying it's a bad move, but it goes against principles. So now the problem for black is that he needs to look out for d5s at any moment when it can potentially hurt him. So I threw bishop g5 in, and almost exclusively in this position he plays the very provocative b6, which is basically screaming for d5. And so I did throw d5 in. The basic idea is that after e, d, knight d, knight d, queen d, queen d, bishop d, it's a disaster. Okay, probably it's better to play here bishop takes, knight takes, and then go like this. But even here, after bishop b7, rook a d1, this position is very, very difficult to hold. Right now I'm threatening to sack twice on f7, followed by rook d7 and take the bishop. And yeah, despite of the symmetrical structure, black is very badly struggling here. So what this lovely gentleman decided to do, and we played at least 3 games that followed this path, was that after d5 he played knight a5. Now admittedly this is a very annoying move because it takes the sting out of this long diagonal pin, and more importantly I must move my bishop away somewhere. So I played bishop b5, and the first game that we played continued with knight takes d5, whereupon I went like, caught you baby, queen takes d5, sweet dreams are made of this, who am I to disagree. This is a beautiful queen sack, dreamlike, if you don't mind my singing. The idea is, which is really, really cool, is that after e takes d5, bishop takes e7, queen c7, and bishop takes f8, the bishop actually is immune to capture because of rook e8 mate. And so consequently white is actually winning 2 pieces and rook for the queen, which is perfectly good enough so that we are the champions, my friend. Except that I managed to lose this game afterwards because I'm a very, very slow customer, and he was being annoying with his pieces left on the board, and so I actually managed to lose this game. Loser Leslie. But after that he definitely did not go for that variation again because it's obviously the dead lost line. So then he decided to improve on this whole mess with a6, which is not a bad idea, and I will chuck Houdini on just for extra measure. I played bishop d3, and in this position he played the somewhat questionable knight takes d5. If he takes d5, then this exchange sacrifice is super strong with further capture on f6, and then the king's position is ridiculously compromised, and these 2 pieces are very far away from defending the black king. So he took back with the knight, and now we had 2 games from this position that followed a very similar path. The first one when bishop takes e7, knight takes e7, and then bishop takes h7 check. Whoop! No more singing, but yeah. it's still quite a cool move. And then after king takes knight g5. So basically this is a stock standard Greek gift sacrifice, combined with the fact that on occasions the a8 rook can be checked down in whatever way, and combined with another extra tiny little bit of naughty tactics which he fell for in one game, which was that after king h6 knight here he lost the lady. He had to take that. I took on here, he then went there, I took this, he then went there, and when I took that, I took a queen, a pawn, and then a knight in succession. That was a bit too much for him to handle, and he threw the towel in. So then he decided to improve on this whole mess by playing what was it, knight d5, bishop takes, knight takes check, king takes there, and then he went to king g6, and this ended up in a ridiculously beautiful checkmate. I can't stop myself from showing you. Queen g4, obviously I'm threatening now with a variety of discovered checks. In fact, the most obvious one is just to simply drop back, forcing the king back to the h check, followed by knight back to g5, and once again the h7 mate is very difficult to stop. So he played f5. I dropped the queen back. Now we legitimately are threatening with winning the queen. He played f4. I dropped back again here. In this position he did something weird. Oh yeah, he went king h6. As you can see, white is already 100% winning in this position due to a large variety of tactical tricks and mate threats, but he actually fell for the nicest one. King h6, I went check, king g6, check on h7. Booyah, baby! So now if king takes, then knight check, king here, and pawn h3 is not an ugly checkmate by any means. But that's not how it ended, because cleverly he played king f6, hoping to walk away. Knight e4 check, of course, king e5, rook a d1, and somewhat unsuspectingly he played here knight d5 with the idea of blocking the d file, except that I don't really need that d file in order to deliver this checkmate. Yeah, yeah, mwah. That was it. A slight fly in the ointment in this history, or in this story, is that despite of these beauties, I got trashed like 10-4, I think. It's a pity I didn't record it, but maybe next time. So as far as the theoretical importance of this whole variation is concerned, I think the main issue lies here, according to the computer, in knight takes d5. Because now if I take with the knight, then bishop takes g5 is very annoying, and I don't have anything for the pawn. So that's out. If I take on e7, then knight ce, and again, I don't have enough. So my only move is bishop takes d5, ed, and now I don't seem to have a strong enough tactics to kill him. Knight e5, knight d4, these are the motives we are looking at doing, but they are just not doing enough damage. Something like knight d4, bishop g5, knight c6, and we pick up the d5 pawn. But to be honest, no human would play like this with 2 knights versus 2 bishops. No way, Jose. So actually after knight d5, I really don't know how I could improve on this play. Perhaps takes, wait a second. Yeah, takes, maybe queen takes here. Queen takes, knight takes. But there is no advantage in this scenario whatsoever. So I don't know if I have to revisit this whole idea and not play d5 here and continue it as a normal position, or insist on d5, but after knight d5 we desperately need to try something very forcing and very good, and the computer doesn't seem to offer too much. So this is something to be still researched. I don't understand it. The computer insists on bishop f4 so badly in this position, and I so dislike it, because anytime we play bishop f4 we step into this knight d5 motif. Not right now necessarily. So let's see the difference. If I play b6 now, is d5 any stronger? I don't believe so. I find it hard to believe, because I so badly need the bishop on the diagonal for so many motifs. I'm very reluctant to give up on it. Like right now I can't even do the stock standard sec. So I really like bishop g5, and I'm very, very reluctant to accept that knight takes d5 here equalizes the position for black. I will have to work on something. Yeah, anyway, I wanted to upload this little video for you guys, mostly for the tactical fireworks that I showed you, and to sort of build on that variation that we have discussed with Domenic, and hopefully he himself will appreciate this extra addition to the lesson, and you guys will take some handy motives away from this brief analysis that ended rather sadly because we don't have any advantage here. Oh well. Chess is a tough business. Anyway, I hope you guys like this video. I know that my singing is outstanding. Please keep on subscribing and be awesome to me, because if we reach the 500 subscribers, I will have a surprise for you all. So yeah, keep on coming back, guys. Tell the neighbor and tell the grandma that I'm online so that they can subscribe too. And then the surprise is coming. Thanks for watching. I will be back with more soon. Bye.